credit grew during the period. Overall loan demand increased slightly in Richmond, Kansas City, and Dallas districts. Philadelphia reported a modest increase in loan volume. Contacts in San Francisco gave mixed reports regarding total loan growth. Demand for business credit in Cleveland grew overall during the reporting period. Demand for automotive loans in Chicago grew modestly, and one contact noted a significant spike in credit card applications. Credit quality generally remained good, with overall reductions in loan delinquencies. That's according to the Philadelphia district. Most financial district contacts reported continual improvement in their customers' overall credit quality and loan portfolio. However, high rates of severe distress mortgage persist in New Jersey and in Philadelphia. Contacts reported little change in other lending standards. However, several districts commented that their contacts indicated that stiff competition for high-quality borrowers, is usually the case, was leading to lower underwriting standards among lenders most generally. Agricultural and natural resources, and this is where our report will pretty much end. Conditions were mixed during the period. In Richmond district, agricultural conditions were better than the same period a year ago. In St. Louis, reported that the winter wheat harvests were likely to be lower than the average, largely reflecting planting delays in Illinois due to wet conditions in October. Year over year, hogs and milk output in the Chicago district was higher than expected during the period. Agriculture leaders in Minneapolis district expected farm income in the fourth quarter to come below levels of the same quality a year ago. The Dallas district reported that agricultural conditions improved slightly, but drought conditions continue in portions of the state. California showed new planting of permanent crops. Overall, energy-related products and services weakened. We could have expected that. The Cleveland district expectations slightly exceeded prior year. The rate of coal production in the Richmond district remained slow during a reporting period. Cleveland reported that natural gas extraction activity remained at a high level. Oil drilling in the Kansas City district declined, and expect the district energy sector to slow further. No doubt about that, they're right. Employment payrolls in various sectors expanded modestly during the reporting period. The Chicago reported overall increase in hiring. The Minneapolis district indicated that the labor market continued to tighten. Contacts at staffing firms in Philadelphia reported continual modest increase. Labor demand in Richmond district increased, and the Atlanta district saw job gains across most sectors. Employment payrolls increased at a modest pace in Cleveland. Manufacturing payrolls also expanded in Richmond in the St. Louis district. In contrast, the Boston district reported manufacturers were not hiring. Pacific wage pressures continued to limit largely to workers with particular technical skills. That's in Philadelphia, Cleveland, and Chicago. Noted that upward wage pressure tends to be linked to experienced and technically skilled personnel. The Richmond district reported overall wage pressures were mild during the reporting period. Dallas noted few reports of rising wage pressures than in previous periods. Kansas City reported wage growth slightly, with contacts citing labor shortage. We hadn't heard too much about labor shortage. Price increased slightly on balance in most districts. Cleveland, Chicago, and Dallas were largely stable. Business activity in Atlanta continued to report little input cost pressure and limited pricing power. Boston indicated the price pressure varied. Selected prices increased, planned by some respondents. Contacts in Philadelphia, and overall price modest in Kansas City, San Francisco, and the Richmond district. So that leaves it there. We'll go and do the numbers from the BBC, kind of wrapping this up, a report up here, and we'll get the commodities and we'll hit the markets. It'll be Wednesday unless otherwise noted. Big headline here, President Obama wants to expand the wealth across there. Ebola scientists warn business elite. It was at the World Economic Forum. We'll have more on that later. There, further fall in UK unemployment. Number of people out of work in the UK fell by 58,000 to 1.91 million. That is from their statistical division there. And oil firms cut, 300 jobs in the North Sea. We hadn't talked about that, but we will talk about it on the regular edition of Friday Jobber. Let's go to the markets now. And we'll get those prices. These will be on, I believe, Tuesday. Well, we'll see. The FTSE on Wednesday. I'm sorry about that. 49.28 for the FTSE in London. The DAC down at negative 12.79. In Paris, they're also down 6.24. In Brussels, 6.31. In Madrid, they're down 10.60. In Zurich, also in the negative 141.81. In Moscow on Tuesday, negative 5.43. In Johannesburg, all we have is a Friday from them, but nonetheless, they were in the negative at 294.82. In Bombay on Wednesday, 104.19. In Karachi, 141.17. In Lahore, they were down 86.24. In Colombo, 44.10 in the negative. And in Tehran on Tuesday, they were also in the negative at 270.30. In Sydney, 80.60. The Nikkei is down 85.82. And the Hang Seng in Hong Kong, 401.42. In very good shape there. In Shanghai, also they are up 150.56. In New York, on Tuesday, 3.66. The Nasdaq was at 20.46. The mercantile, that is a commodities market, at 3.13. In Sao Paulo, 118.65. And in Mexico, 467.09. A quick look at the commodities here. Brent crude on Wednesday, up 76 cents at $48.75. The spot was down $1.24 at $48.19. West Texas crude was up 33 cents at $46.99. That was West Texas intermediate crude. T-Boone picking is jumping for joy there. Gold stood at on today at $1,298, up $5.75. This will do it for us, and we shall return on the This Week program over the weekend. For those in business, keep your eye on the ball and stay tuned for the rest of the program, and we'll be giving periodic updates from Davos in Sweden.